Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I'm a full-time reseller, which means that I go to places like thrift stores, yard sales. The Goodwill outlet is my favorite place to find items, clothing, shoes, and accessories, mostly to flip online for a profit on places like eBay and Poshmark. Whew, that was a mouthful. So today at one of my local thrift stores, every Wednesday they have half off the entire store except for like the new tag color is not half off. And then the red color, which is like higher end items, are not half off. But otherwise the entire store is half off. And I actually made out really well today. This store is usually hit or miss for me. And today I was really happy with the pieces that I found. There's one brand that I have never found before and I found it today and it was the dollar color tag. So with the 50% off, they also have a certain color tag that is $1 that entire week. So yeah, I actually got 4 full bags of items. I got a lot of bulkier items, a lot of sweaters, and I'm really happy with the pieces that I got. So I spent a total of $123 even. And I got 29 pieces, which made my average cost of goods $4.24. Now, I did get like 2 or 3 personal items today, but otherwise, everything I got is to resell. $4.24 is actually a lot more than I would like to spend. Like when I go to the bins, I spend usually around $1 per item, which is where I like to keep my cost of goods. But today, since I went to a normal thrift store, my cost of goods was a little bit higher, but it was still under $5, which makes me really happy. And like I said, I found a lot of sweaters today, and a lot of these items are going to sell for more money. So $5 is a perfectly okay cost of goods, in my opinion. I felt like there was something else I wanted to say, but honestly, now I don't remember. So let's just jump right into the haul. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the brand that I've never found before. It is a pair of shoes, and this is by the brand Allen Edmonds. So by the way, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I honestly feel like I'm getting sick. I feel a little bit nauseous. My throat hurts. I've been coughing. So if I sound weird or if I'm just like not as upbeat as normal, that's why. I'm so sorry, but I definitely wanted to get this filmed for you. And honestly, I wasn't even in the mood to thrift today, but I had to because I had no more items to photograph. I had nothing left in my death pile. I rarely keep a death pile. So I definitely knew I had to go thrifting today, and I'm really glad I did, even though I didn't feel like it. Like 5 minutes into the trip, I was like, oh man, like I really do not feel well. I really just want to go home. But I pushed through, and I'm really glad I did because, like I said, I found a brand that I've never found before and some really great pieces. So anyways, this first piece is by the brand Allen Edmonds, which I have never ever found before. I've heard of other resellers talking about this brand a lot. It's kind of hard to see in there. It's a little faded. But what made this even more exciting is that it was the orange tag, which was the dollar tag today. That is just mind-blowing to me, the fact that these were still sitting there at only $1. So even though the tag was $1, like I said, my average cost of goods was $4.24. But finding those dollar tags definitely helped drive my cost of goods down. So anyways, I did do a quick comp of these before I started this video just because I was not sure of how much this particular style can go for. But this is called the Berkshire Oxford lace-up dress shoes. They're suede. Not really suede. They're like a leather. There is some wear on them, but honestly, nothing too terrible. A little bit of wear on the soles, but in overall, really good condition. And it looks like these are size 12. Also, I just noticed on the side there, it also says Allen Edmonds. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's so complicated. I don't know if you can see that at all. But I did do a quick comp, like I said before I started this video, and this particular style of shoe by him is going for around $45 pre-owned. And the fact that they're size 12 is a really good size. So I was really excited to find these. I love finding brands for the first time, especially if they're a dollar tag. You can't beat that. So I did find a couple more pairs of shoes, but they're at the bottom of the one bag. So I will get to those eventually, but let's just hop into the clothing. I honestly don't think you guys are ready. Like I just kept finding the cutest and most unique sweaters. So This first thing is actually a personal item. It's just a booklet of scrapbook paper. Actually, fun fact. So I have a 6-year-old little girl, a 6-year-old daughter, and as one of her Christmas gifts this year, I figured that I would make her a handmade scrapbook. I just now realized this doesn't have the back on it, but that's really fine. So if I can find scrapbook paper secondhand, I'm definitely going to find this. Now, this was the new color tag, so I did pay full price for this at $3. Beats like $20 brand new in the store. So for one of my daughter's Christmas presents this year, I'm going to make her a scrapbook of her and her family, like me and her dad and her brother, and I thought that would be really cute. So this next piece, again, I did actually pay full price for, which was $9. I may have paid a little too much for that, even though, like I said, my average cost of goods was only $4.25. But this is the vintage Disney full zip. Oh, not even full zip. I'm sorry. It's a quarter zip. Has the dwarves on there. I thought this was so stinking cute. This is a size 2X, which is a really good size. And this was actually in the men's section, but I feel like this is actually a women's piece. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do a little more research. But this is from the Disney catalog. Like I said, a size 2X. And I should be able to get around $35 to $40 for that. This next piece, again, I paid full price for. There were a couple pieces that I paid full price for. I paid $5.99 for this, but this is a vintage sweater, and I just loved this print. And if you could see there in the middle and on the sides, that is actually genuine leather, which is in really good condition, and I just thought that was really unique. The brand is Aspatuck Trading Co., men's size large. This next piece I was really excited to find. This is a Joseph A. Bank blazer. And this was the dollar tag, which is orange again. Now, if you guys are not checking the blazer section in your thrift stores, or if you're not looking at blazers at all, I highly recommend you do. This brand usually does not perform very well with like normal clothing, but blazers you can get around $50 for it. This is a plaid beige pattern, which I thought was great for the fall time. It has pops of like a cranberry red there, and this is a silk wool blend, which I thought was pretty cool. The inside feels really nice. And like I said, I should be able to get around $50 for that. So if you are not looking in the blazer section, definitely do. Not every single brand performs great, but you can definitely find some gems in that section for sure. This next piece I kind of debated on, but I did look this up in the store actually. Some pieces I did, some pieces I didn't. But this is a vintage Banana Republic. Look at how old that tag is. Just look at how old that tag is. This is a men's size extra large, and it's a suit vest. Button up, plaid. I thought this was really unique. Now these appear to be going for between $35 and $40, which is why I decided to pick it up. And they only had this marked actually at $3.99. And then half off of that, I would have only paid $2 for that. So this next piece I was really intrigued by. I did not look it up, but I know that it could definitely sell just based off of the style and the pattern. Honestly, I kind of wanted to try it on myself because I think it's really cute. But this is definitely a vintage piece. It's a pajama piece. Satin, that's what the brand tag looks like. Adolfo, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But look at this. Okay, why is that? This is like inside out. 1 second, please. Look at this pajama sleep shirt. It's more like a sleep dress. Button-up dress, but look at this pattern. Oh my goodness, it's super silky, super satiny, and I just thought this pattern was super cute. I have no idea what this brand is going for. I did not do comps, but I could not leave that behind. This next piece I was so excited to find. I honestly forgot I found it until right now. This was another full price tag. I paid $8 for this, but this is a Barefoot Dreams Cozy Chic cardigan. I rarely find this brand. In fact, I think I only found this brand one time in my entire life, and it was at the same thrift store years ago. This is super soft. This feels like it's never been worn, like barely ever. Size medium, and this is just a basic long cardigan. It has pockets there, kind of like a robe, honestly. It has these ties in the back, which I really love. And Barefoot Dreams cardigans you can get between $40 and $50 for usually. This next piece is a Torrid piece, which I love picking up. It's a great bread and butter piece for me. This was the dollar color tag. This is a size 2X, and this is just a great staple piece, chambray type top. It has this like diamond type print on it. This I should be able to get around $25 for, but I love selling Torrid. It also has this really cute frayed hem at the bottom. I love selling Torrid, and I love selling plus size pieces in general. I love having all different sizes in my closet and in my store. This next piece is a Talbot's piece, if I remember correctly. Yes, this is a size large, which normally I would not get a Talbot size large. Normally I stick to extra large and even higher than that. But because of this pattern, I could not leave this behind. It is this Fair Isle. It even has like argyle on it and Nordic print. This has a little bit of wool in it. And I think I should be able to get around 35 to 40 for that. Again, I didn't actually look up comps, but if I had to guess. This next piece is a vintage piece by Liz Claiborne. This is a Liz wear piece. Women's size just says petite P, which I'm not sure what that means. It might be a petite small, but this does have, oh no, this does not have any certain material, but look at this pattern. Oh my goodness. This looks like it's barely been worn. I mean, these colors are so bright still. There's a little bit of shimmery in the blue, metallic threading in the blue there, if you could see. But again, with that Fair Isle Nordic print, that's super popular in the wintertime. People are starting to buy this type of stuff. And if I had to guess, again, around 35 to 40 for that. What is this? Oh, I forgot I got that for myself. That's a little secret pleasure of mine. Please hold. I put that in the refrigerator for later because I usually like to have a Coke in the afternoon. Normally I have cans, but we're out right now, so I just bought a bottle at the thrift store. But right now I have some Starbucks, which again is a guilty pleasure. That is what my order is. Oh, so good. I rarely get Starbucks, but I love this fall drink. So moving on, this next piece is an Eileen Fisher piece, which is another brand that I rarely find. This is a petite size, petite large. This is made of Italian yarn. And if I can remember correctly, I think this is merino wool. Yes, 84% merino wool. It is a super cute coral color, chunky knit. It's a petite size large, like I said. Super soft though. I absolutely love this. Eileen Fisher can sell for really, really great money. I don't know what this piece is going to go for, but if I had to guess again, upwards of $40. This next piece, oh my goodness. I don't know how people donate this stuff, and I don't know how other people don't pick this up from the thrift store. Maybe it's just me, and I know that most of these things I wouldn't even wear myself. Like some of them I would, but these vintage sweaters just make me so happy. Look at this. Just look at this sweater. Oh my gosh. It's like a beach print sweater. There's a shell there. How did nobody else pick this up? This was not even the new color tag, so it's been sitting there for a while. Like, I don't understand it. But this is by the brand, I think, Wee. I don't know if that's a U. I think that might be a Q. Quee? Q-U-I? I'm not sure. But like I said, 100% vintage. The tag, the size tag, has kind of been rubbed off. I can't really tell what size that is, but if I had to guess, about a medium to a large. But just look at this unique print. I just could not. I could not. Again, upwards of $40, maybe even $50 for that piece. This next piece is, again, a really unique vintage sweater. This is super unique. It's kind of unlike anything I've ever seen before, but just look at this. Oh. First of all, the American flag just totally reminds me of like Ralph Lauren, but then the flowers, I don't know, something about it kind of clashes to me, but I also love it at the same time. It's like that ugly cute, if you know what I mean. And then also on the trim, there is that. I just absolutely loved this. This is by the brand Cambridge Country Store. Again, definitely vintage with that tag. This next piece was actually the first piece I found. This is just a Christopher and Banks piece, but the reason I picked this up is because of the print of this jacket. Look at this. It's like an Eiffel Tower Paris print. novelty print. People love Paris, and unique prints like this can do really, really well. So I'm not going to get a lot for this, probably around $25 to $30, but I could not leave that behind. I just absolutely loved this. Paris is on my bucket list. I've actually never been out of the country in general. I've never even been off the East Coast. So I'm a little sheltered. That's what happens when you grow up poor and when you're still broke and when the economy's so bad. But one day I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to the West Coast, and one day I'm going to get out of this country. Comment down below, where is the farthest place that you have ever traveled? Either outside of the country or inside of the country. I'm really curious. This next piece is a vintage Reebok piece. This again was the orange tag, which was $1. This is just a women's windbreaker jacket. I loved this periwinkle color, and then it has the embroidered logo right there. This again, probably like $25, but I could not leave this behind. I could not. This definitely is more of a spring piece in my opinion with that color, but that's totally fine. And then it has the vented back. This next piece I was really excited to find. This again was the $1 tag, and this is by the brand Chico's Design, which is a vintage Chico's tag. And this line of Chico's makes a lot of artsy pieces like this one. Just look at this jacket. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful? Oh my goodness. Patchwork, it has embroidery on there, sequins. Now for pieces like this, the keyword that you want to use in your title is art to wear. Definitely want to use that word. Buyers are looking for that, and any unique pieces like this that are really artsy, kind of really out there, you can use the terms art to wear on it. Like this literally looks like art, but you wear it. Hence the words art to wear. I have no idea what this piece is going to go for. I know some Chico's Design pieces can go for like ridiculous money, more than you or I would ever think. I'm talking like over $100. This probably is not one of those pieces, but again, I don't know. I might even be able to get around $50 for this. So I'm going to have to do more research, but I absolutely loved that. And this is a Chico size 2, which is a size large. I finally think I have that down. Took me only almost 5 years to get the Chico's size chart down. This next piece is another vintage sweater. Like I said, I really only got sweaters. Like I got a couple jackets, a couple shirts, and a couple shoes. But the big bulk of my purchases today were jackets, were sweaters. So this is a vintage, it just says NWB Casuals. I don't know, brand doesn't really matter, but I did pay full price for this. They only had it marked at $5 though. This is 100% wool. Look at this print. Again, Fair Isle Nordic print. I just recently sold a Dockers sweater that looked exactly like this, except it wasn't wool, it was just acrylic. It sold super fast for almost $40. I want to say it sold for like $35, and that's the brand Dockers. So I remember in my title for that listing, I used the word hipster. This definitely looks like a hipster piece. Y2K, Nordic, Fair Isle, like I said. Should be able to get about $40 for that. Now we're on to the other two pairs of shoes. I did look this pair up in the store because I was unsure of it. The original price was $9.99, so I paid $5 for this. But this is Bob's by Skechers. And this is a pair of cute little like slipper moccasin type shoes. These are in really good condition. There's a little bit of wear on the bottom, but nothing major. These I should actually be able to get around $25 to $30 for, which is why I picked them up, and the perfect time of year. And then the next pair of shoes that I got, I did a comp in the store, but honestly, I can't even remember how much I can get for these. But this is by the brand Koolabara by UGG, which is a decent brand, but this is actually a pair of little sandals, kind of like booties. These would have actually been a perfect piece to list like a month ago. These are a perfect transition piece, but these were originally sold at Nordstrom Rack, and these are basically new without tags. That's what I would say. I mean, it has the Nordstrom Rack on there, tag on there, but because they were in the thrift store, I really don't feel comfortable saying new with tags. But at the same time, if you look at these, they don't look like these have ever been worn. So I think I'm going to list them as new without tags. And I did do a comp for these in the store, like I said. If I remember correctly, I can get around $35 for these as well. I'll probably list closer to 40 just because mine are in such excellent condition. And these are a size 9, which I just realized, which is a great size. So we have one bag left. This next piece is a cabbie piece, which I actually did not look up in the store. Usually with cabbie, I do, but the reason I didn't is because of the style of this, the color of this. I just had a gut feeling this is going to do well. And like I said, I'm not feeling very well, and I wasn't feeling well walking around in the thrift store. So I wasn't really in the mood to look up too many comps. But this, again, is cabbie, size small. It's like this sage green color. It has kind of pops of like orange in there. I don't know if you could see that. Pops of like cream. The super chunky knit cardigan. I will look up the exact style of this. And if you did not know, in cabbie pieces, on the material tag, it will tell you the exact style number. And you could type that into Google, and then it will give you so much information. It will give you stock photos if that's something you use. It will give you the name of the item. And then from there, you can search the name into eBay or Poshmark, wherever you do your comps. So this piece is the style number 3892. If you look at the very bottom here, 3892. So I will type that into Google when I'm doing my listing or when I'm doing my drafts and see what the name of this is. But if I had to guess, I should be able to get about $30 for this, depending on how many are listed right now. But some cabbie pieces can do really, really well. And since this is such a chunky sweater cardigan, it's the perfect time of year. Like I said, I should be able to get hopefully between $30 and $40. This next piece I kind of got for myself, but I originally looked at it to resell. So I'm not exactly sure. This is actually just an Old Navy piece. This is a newer tag. It's a size extra large, but I loved this pattern. Again, with the Fair Isle print. I don't have any bright cardigans like this, and I'm not honestly sure if it's my thing. Like, I like it, but I'm not sure if I love it. You know what I mean? This is super fuzzy though, super comfortable. So I'm debating whether or not to keep this, but if not, I surprisingly should be able to sell this for at least $25. You know what? Let me just do a little try on for you guys. So, okay. Oh my God, that is so comfortable. Obviously I have like this thicker thing on. I wouldn't wear it with that, but yeah, I don't know if this is really my vibe. Like, honestly, I wish this was just plain, or even Fair Isle with muted, more neutral colors. I feel like I would like this, but at the same time, I don't really have anything colorful like this. So I don't know. I'm so torn. Comment down below. Do you think I should keep this or should I sell this? I don't know. What would you guys do? I'm going to keep that on. I'm going to keep that to the side and think about that a little longer. But like I said, you could tell that's barely been worn. And I am a cardigan girl for sure. I live in cardigans during the fall and winter time, especially inside the house. This next piece I just got for my son. I just thought this was so cute with the little zipper in the front, and it's an actual pocket. He's 2, so I kind of debated like, should I pick this up? I don't know. It might distract him in daycare. Might cause some fights. Maybe this is a weekend type shirt, but I couldn't leave that behind. This next piece is another vintage piece. This again was the orange tag, which was $1. This is just by the brand Venezia. Venezia, I think I'm saying that right. This is a women's size 26-28, which is a plus size. And I just loved the style of this. This chunky cable knit Henley style with the buttons a quarter way down the top. And again, plus size, which is great. So if I had to guess, around $35 to $40 for that. This next piece is another Eileen Fisher piece. I was stunned. She was too stunned to speak. I swear I was in the store. Eileen Fisher, size large. And let me see. This is an alpaca silk blend, which is an incredible blend. I did pay full price for this, but they only had that marked at $6. So not too bad. This is a waterfall. Actually, this is short sleeves. It's like a waterfall type cardigan where the front is a little longer than the back. It's this sort of chartreuse green color, sort of mustard yellow. I don't even really know how to describe the color, but I have no idea what this is going to go for because of the great material. This is so soft and so cozy. If I had to guess, at least $50 for that. So we only have 2 more pieces to go. This is actually another piece that I looked up in the store because I was unsure of the brand. But what made me look at it is the fact that it's a lamb's wool and Angora rabbit hair blend. 70% lamb's wool, 30% or 20% rabbit hair, and then 10% nylon. But the brand is Sarah Spencer. And I loved this pattern. This is like a paisley print, but it's these really earthy colors. It's super soft, super fuzzy. These are going for around $25 to $30. And a perfect time of year for this. This is a perfect fall piece. I feel like somebody really cool could pull this off. Not me. Now this next piece, which is the last piece, I kind of debated on in the store. I did not look it up, but the reason I got it is because it actually has a mohair in it. This is actually a 2-piece set. So let me show you. I'm going to try to show you them together at first, and then I will show you them separately, but I feel like somebody will just absolutely love this. This again was the dollar tag for the 2 pieces. So 50 cents each. Which, I mean, I count this as 1 piece because it's a set, but that's just wild. So it is this cardigan and tank top set, but look at those colors on that tank top. Okay, let me show you them separately. That wasn't very good, but it's this knit mock neck sleeveless top. Look at those colors. And like I said, this has a mohair in it. This is definitely vintage. And then it has the matching cardigan to go on top. Like, are you kidding me? This is a size small, and then the cardigan has the same trim there as the tank top. I honestly wish this was my size. I feel like this is totally on trend for today's standards. Like, people are wearing matching sets all the time, and I feel like somebody will absolutely love this and rock this. It also has the mohair sleeves. I loved this. I absolutely loved this. I don't know what this is going to go for. This is what the brand looks like, Richard & Company. But yeah, I don't know. If I had to guess, at least $40 for the 2 pieces. So that's really, really exciting. And I don't know, this piece, just something about this piece in particular just really, really makes me happy. And it's so soft. If you could feel it, it's like, you can kind of see it's like a cable knit. It's loose, but then it also has these pops of the really fuzzy colorfulness. I don't even know how to explain it, but I love this piece, and I'm sure somebody else will love it just as much as me. So guys, that is everything that I found today at the thrift store. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite hauls that I've ever done, ever in my reselling career, which is something I really needed today. Oh, look who's joining us. Hi, buddy. Hi, honey. You want to say hi, camera? Mwah. No. Say bye-byes. Bye-byes. Look at him. He looks so mad. He looks so mad. Don't look so mad, buddy. It's okay. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.